There are features inside Claude Cowork that Anthropic has built specifically for power users, and almost nobody has found them yet. I've been using Cowork to automate over 20 hours of work every single week, and these are some of the exact features that help make that possible. Most people using this tool right now have no idea they even exist. We're going to start off with our claude.md file. Now, typically in the past, I've always just had this in within a folder and I've updated this directly in VS Code, but I didn't even realize you could just click on this over here and give it instructions. So let's say, for example, I want to say always respond with bullet points. I can click save. You can also just type this in chat and say update my claude.md file and have it say only use a maximum of 3 bullet points. And then you can see over here, it says done. ClaudeMD now reads always respond with bullet points using a maximum of 3. And you can see that our folder instructions have also been adjusted. Okay, what if you wanted to actually have this conversation in a project and you're like, man, I accidentally started this outside of it? No fret, it's actually quite easy to do. If you click on this drop down, you can click move to project, and then you choose whatever project that you specifically want. Let's say should be in my weekly sales reporting. I click on that and you can see that this has been updated here directly at the top. While we're in this conversation, I also wanted to show you it is quite easy to find really important conversations all over again. So historically, I've lost a lot of this, but how you can find these again is you click on this over here and click on the star icon. And it doesn't really mention anything over here that this has been starred. However, when you open up the sidebar, you can see at the very top, we have this starred section and it says check email from data for SEO. You can also see in our active chats, we have this star icon, which really stands out. So the next 3 hidden features all revolve around Claude in Chrome. If you didn't know, Cowork can actually take over your browser and do tasks for you or research. The way that you can find, if you have Chrome already set up, click this plus icon, go to connectors, and you'll see that we have Claude in Chrome. This isn't a tutorial on how to set this up, but I just want to go over a few hidden features. The first is Claude can actually upload different files and images to websites on your behalf. So I have a WordPress website and I wanted to update a page based around its specific language and add in some testimonials with images. I can just go over here, give it access to my website, and it can perform those specific actions. I actually built out multiple pages on my WordPress website with Claude Cowork. I updated my blog theme as well as creating my brand new homepage and also my sales page as for an AI consultant. Another thing that's really nice is you can actually resize the browser for testing purposes. So you can actually write something like resize the browser to 375 pixels wide so I can see how the site looks on mobile. And what this will do is take over your Chrome browser and then make this 375 pixels wide. So as you're building out a website, you can test this with different widths as you are creating it. I think by now most people know you can actually add in a plugin over here, and that is not going to be the hidden feature. In fact, the really hidden feature is to show you that Claude's website has plugins as well. So if you go to claude.com/plugins, you can browse all of these plugins. And what I would recommend is you choose either Cowork or Claude Code. Obviously, this is a Cowork video, and you can find actually plugins that are not available within Claude Cowork desktop as of now. Then you can download them and add them directly to your desktop application. So everyone knows that skills are part of plugins, but I want to give you guys some examples of skill hidden features. The first one is skills can actually chain together. So when one skill ends, another one can start directly within a conversation. One of the examples I have here on our YouTube channel is I create different descriptions and timestamps for every single video. Well, this takes multiple skills. The first one essentially grabs a transcript from a YouTube video, and then the second one writes me a description as well as the timestamps. So skills can chain together, one hands off directly to the next. Another one over here is skills can auto trigger from keyword. A lot of people still go over here, click the plus icon, go to a specific skill, and hey, look, I want to write a YouTube hook. And it has YouTube hook over here, but you can actually just write something in conversation. I have a specific skill for logging running. And maybe I want to write over here, log a run 6 miles easy, 9-minute pace. And this will log directly for my running, and it just knows that from writing this specific conversation. Now let's combine skills with projects. So skills can actually be scoped within a specific project. Let's say, for example, you write out text that says write a post, and you have different projects. You have a project for your website. You have a project for your LinkedIn. And let's do one more. Let's imagine that you have a school community. You might have different ways that you write a post on your website compared to LinkedIn or school. So when you are in your specific projects, write a post might populate different skills. Your website has a skill for writing website blogs. One has writing LinkedIn articles, or one has writing a short school post to get a little bit more engagement. So remember, you can have your skills scoped to a specific project if you are working in a particular project. So one thing that kind of tricked me up pretty early on within Cowork is I always thought you had to work in a folder or a project. If you take a look at the home screen, it's pretty self-explanatory. It says work in a project, and you have to choose a specific folder or choose a project, which you can see all these projects down below over here. And I apologize for the webcam being in the way. But one thing I didn't realize is that's not necessary. You can actually just have a conversation in here. It can still create files. It can do everything else. It just doesn't have to work in a folder or a project. On the flip side, I always thought, hey, I only can choose one of these, but you can see I can choose multiple. So let's say I want to choose desktop. I'm going to click allow. But then I also want to choose this Excel to PDF, click allow. You can see that we have the +1 icon, and I chose multiple folders. I chose our desktop as well as Excel to PDF report. Another hidden feature, remember that star that we talked about for our conversation? We can do the same thing with folders. So if you click over here, let's say I want to set this as default, and you can see that in our top default section, we now have our desktop. Let's say you have a ton of different scheduled tasks that you have on a daily basis. You can actually ask Claude to list out all your scheduled tasks. So what I'm going to write out is say, what are my scheduled tasks for tomorrow? And I'm going to click let's go. Again, you saw no project over here. And then you can say, here are your scheduled tasks running tomorrow, Friday, April 3rd, 7:10 daily calls, 8 a.m. MLB scores, 9:03 Cowork news, 9:05 daily emails, 10 a.m. daily motivation. All 5 tasks are enabled and good to go. Anything you want to adjust. And our next is actually going to be adjusting a schedule. So let's say, for example, I want to update these MLB scores. I'm going to say, can you update MLB scores so I get this at 7 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. daily? And we can actually just adjust our task directly in this conversation. You don't have to actually go to the side, look for your scheduled task and update it. All it's going to say is update task. I'm going to click update. It says done. MLB scores will now fire at 7 a.m. daily instead of 8 a.m. Claude can also help you split really large tasks into sub-agents that work in parallel. Let's say you're doing some competitor research. You could say research competitors A, B, and C. Use 3 sub-agents. So instead of one agent going through researching everything with A, then going to B, researching everything with B, going to C, researching everything in C, we specifically define in chat, use 3 sub-agents. So that way this task completes a lot faster. Another pretty cool thing that we can tell Claude is we want to actually use a different model for some sort of subtask. You can say, for example, I want you to research, and obviously put whatever you want. I'm going to say Claude Code plugins for YouTube. So I'm going to say Claude Code plugins for YouTube. Use Sonnet for the research and Opus to write the final report. So I defined directly in here 2 different models, Sonnet as well as Opus. Obviously, Haiku is also available over here. And by the time you watch the video in the future, there's going to be different models. We know that every single month these change. So obviously just change them out specifically for what you want to use. You can also set up critic agents in here to review your task. So I send out a newsletter every single Friday to our members of our school group. And I can just write over here, after you write this week's newsletter, spin up a second agent with the Opus model to review the work. Flag anything that doesn't follow our guidelines. Obviously, I'm just writing this on the fly, but essentially what we have is a reviewer agent that goes after we write this newsletter, and then it flags anything over here. And I can also define that particular model. Going back into our claude.md files, we can also mention something that we never want to have happen. So for example, I might want to say, add this to my claude.md. I can say, add this to my claude.md. Never use the word easy in bullet points. So now anytime we have a bullet point, the word easy will never appear because it's going to actually update my claude.md file and say that specifically in there. And you'll see that here in a second. And you can see never use the word easy in bullet points. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want all of these hidden features in a document or text, they're going to be listed in our free school community. Make sure to click the link down below and make sure to take out a look at this video right over here, which is Claude 25 tips, because we have some pretty cool things in there that you probably didn't know as well.